What's up, guys? It's Brianna Moller Green, online business developer and e-com entrepreneur with millions of sales online and over 20 years in the game. I've done anything and everything that has been related to e-commerce, good and bad. I'm also the co-owner of designfordollars.com, where we're all about the butterflies and the Benjamins. And so what we do is we help you leverage things that you're interested in, that you have strengths in, that give you the butterflies in your stomach, kind of get you pumped, and we help you to build out multiple income streams to make those Benjamins. I have lots to share with you guys that I'm super excited about. So first off, let me get this shared in a couple of spots, and then let's just go. Let's start talking, because there's a lot going on and a lot that I'm excited about. All right, here we go. Let's do Design for Dollars. Whoops. And I see Helen's here. Hi, Helen. Helen runs Merch Money, our Merch Money show, which we have tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. She's one of my co-hosts, Merch Boss. So I'll actually be going live tonight with the girls from my hotel. So you have that to look forward to. All right, a couple other spots here. Let's get our Merch Money crew in. We got our D4D family here. We need our Etsy crew. There we go. And one more. Okay. There we go. Okay. So crazy schedule today, by the way. Woo! It's gonna be a fun one. Vanessa, David, Donna, Travis, hey, what's up? Ryan Brewer, how's it going? Emily, how you doing? Emily from Merch Wizard in the house. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about Merch Wizard in a little bit too. I can't help it. I'm obsessed. Okay, so obviously the time is here. I'm headed to Seattle. So I'm gonna work here from the house. And then once Lunabug gets home, we're gonna take off, and I'm gonna head out to the hotel because we have a little bit of a drive to an airport, and that way I can catch my flight tomorrow to Amazon headquarters, which a lot of you guys know that I can't talk a whole lot about it yet. I really don't even have a whole lot to talk about related to it, because I'm not even privy to some of the information yet. So I'm just super excited. I am under an NDA for some in-session things that I'll be involved in. My knowledge of who, when, where is extremely limited, and I just know that it's a small handful of people, I believe, from across the nation, like 10, and we're part of a pilot advisory board, and where that's headed remains to be determined. And I know I will get to meet with some people and some departments, and how frank and open I can be with what I'm able to communicate with them and what I can communicate with you guys. Like, we'll see, but utilize me as your mouthpiece. So like, drop your questions in here. I'll run through. Listen, I have an Amazon FBA account. I have several merch accounts. I had one merch account that I lost, okay? There's no better advocate than me to bring up some questions, because your girl's got questions. Also, like, let me know if there are some other things, because look, I've got 50 million things going on. I'm trying to get this all down on paper, so I will straight up be walking in with a notebook. So what I've got right now, a couple of things for merch. Let's start with pod. More informative dashboard and analytics would be wonderful. Obviously, things like simplification of uploading. We need more, how do you want to say it? like the policies, the terms of service, I think we need a lot more communication on what we can and can't do. I also know that I've had policy or design rejections throughout like the last couple months whenever they've implemented a new policy or not, where I've submitted a design and got a rejection. There's literally nothing wrong with it. And then the reason behind it does not apply. Like for instance, I've had shirts where I'm not offering a youth size. I don't say anything about a child, and I still get a rejection. And the rejection is because I used youth. What the hell? I'm not even offering it in youth, and I'm not saying anything about youth. So, and I know that, you know, they're growing quickly, just like a lot of our businesses. And like, it seems like they're taking massive and imperfect action too. And so, hey, I'm looking at them bringing me in to help facilitate some communication. And so like, hopefully, you know, hopefully we'll be able to get some answers. And thus far, my communication with them has been freaking awesome. The people that I have had the opportunity to talk with briefly, because this has happened fast, have been freaking cool. So so that is positive as well. Okay, went off on a tangent there. I want to know about user permissions. I want to know about like the utilization of a variety of business tools. I also want to know, like, I want it outlined what we can and can't do as far as operating this as a business. Like, there's a lot of things we can't do with our Merch by Amazon account that you can do with any other account on the face of the planet, so that you can run it like a legit business and not like a hobby. So I would like to hear, you know, more about that. Oh, I would love if they had a single page to upload a design, and then like the opportunity to be like, yep, apply it to this and this and this and this and this. Like, integrate the whatever, the 6 product pages, or maybe like what, 4, take the same file size, so at least those, and automate that. That'd be cool. Or not automate it, but you know what I mean. Integrate it so we could do it once and choose the options instead of having to do a bunch of different uploads. And I'm sure there's 10 million reasons I don't understand yet behind what they're doing and why they're doing it. And so hopefully, you know, we can figure that out. There's a bunch of stuff too about the utilization of tools, simpler editing features. I would love simpler search features, product development, obviously. Like, let's bring in some cool stuff here, some other stuff. Like, you know, I sell a ton of mugs, like bring in mugs. I sell a ton of like, well, I know a couple of people reached out and they're really into yoga pants and leggings. And so they would like sublimation, you know, the opportunity for that. Anything else that you guys come up with? I have another file that I have to combine with this. If you reached out to me, some of you were detailed, so thank you, because then what I can do is I can read through your message kind of like a case study, and I'll make myself little cliff notes that kind of like work with what I've already got written down as notes. On the Amazon Seller Central side of things, so what's cool is I sell on Amazon Central as an FBA seller, and I do wholesale, and I've done some private labeling, and I also do pod, and I work with Printech as my production partner. And so I have an interesting perspective of how all of this stuff works and doesn't work, because there are departments in Amazon that seem to run separately and others that seem to integrate well. So I'd like to learn a little bit more about that. And then on the Amazon Seller Central side of things, of course, I want to learn a little bit more about suspensions and things, how you guys can and how we can be protecting our accounts, how we can make sure that we don't have these crazy ass competitors doing shady stuff. Also, you know, the fraudulent counterfeit claims that we always get, or the BS cease and desist from companies where you're like, dude, I don't even know if this is from the company and they're not supposed to be contacting me. And then there's kind of like how do you want to say, like a disconnect between like, what brands can you sell, what can't you sell? Okay, so I can sell this, right? So then you sell it. Oh, now we get a cease and desist from the manufacturer, right? Or somebody repping the manufacturer. So just some clarity on that. And then I did have a couple of you guys send me some great feedback on the Amazon FBA side, questions just about also like, I think it would be better. I don't know if they would even be able to do this, but almost like accounts that have been withstanding for a really long time and in the game for a really long time. It would be kind of nice to have like I'll just use this word, but like a VIP communication center where like Amazon sellers that are legit and have been in the business for a really long time have some sort of way to get into communication with the department that they need to communicate with versus somebody that doesn't know what the hell they're doing yet. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but they're newer to the platform. Like, it would be nice to get some sort of hierarchy. And again, I'm like making stuff up. Like, I don't even know if this stuff is possible, but like, let's ask, right? All right, so let's see, what do we got? Any other questions you guys want me to add? Morales, what's up? Lisa, Sky, hey. I wish I had time to visit you, Sky. Sky's out that way. Drew, how you doing, Drew? Drew is from my is an amazing artist, and Small World We Live In is out in Seattle and is from my hometown of Jamestown, New York. So home of the AJ's amazing Texas hot sauce. I don't think I have room to bring it. Can you imagine? I would break it or something on the plane, and like the whole plane would want to eat it. It's so good. John, Helen, hey. Let's see here. Yeah, Helen Kinston too. We need to be able to have employees. Yeah, like how the hell do you like get to like, I don't even know, 100,000 tier and like ever meet those upload availabilities for us? Jameson, what's up? Sheila, hey. Shelly, Carlos, how's it going? Okay, Charlie, RJ, hey. So again, just to wrap up that piece of it, I'm off to Seattle and I'll just be there for a few days. My access probably to Facebook is going to be limited. I can't be like, hey, now I'm here, going live. So you'll hear from me again, you know, in the next 24 hours. But if you do have questions and you're watching this on replay and you didn't get them to me live, send me I put my email address on there, my personal email, briannamoller@gmail.com. Or send me a personal message, and while I'm traveling in between, I will check that and add that to my little list of questions. Okay, let's switch gears because there's some cool stuff we got to talk about with print tech. Many of you know, if you follow me, if you subscribe to me, that I am obsessed with print tech, and for very good reason. I've had my hands on their products before. I know what kind of products they utilize. I've learned a lot about the whole printing process. So let me give you a little background about print tech and what print tech is. It is, first of all, in my opinion, the easiest and potentially most profitable transition from merch by Amazon to print on demand, because there's a ton of options out there. And here's why I say it. Print tech, you can open up a free account and poke around in there. They have, I believe, up to 78 products now, and they are the only pod that has these phone poppers. Don't use pop socket on them, it's trademarked, but they are essentially the same thing. And let me pop them open here. These are their phone poppers. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. Let me explain the structure. So you have print tech, you have a free account. Then what you do is you decide, okay, I got my Merch by Amazon account, right? Popping in the background. I got Merch Wizard that I'm using, so I can pull the analytics. So I know which of my products are selling well, how many reviews they have, how often they're selling. Merch Wizard lets me go all the way back through the life of the listing and know how many sales I had total. I can see if something happened back in the day. Maybe you had like a t-shirt that sold really well and it doesn't now. That doesn't mean it's not going to sell in another print-on-demand marketplace. So I use Merch Wizard. I go through my incubator, what I call my Merch by Amazon account, where I do my scientific investigation. And so then I pull those designs that show promise. I pull those design files, and I want to put them elsewhere. So one of the leading marketplaces right now, who's just going through the roof with the traffic and is still at the point where there's a lot of room for all of us that are resellers to start selling over there, because like, keep it real, guys, we're not that big of a community in the grand scheme of the planet. And what we can do is go over to Etsy and use a print tech integration for $10 a month. And that's it. You take your Merch by Amazon designs, you upload them into your print tech account, you set up your Etsy integration, you decide like, what do I want? Like their product offerings, amazing. If you're in a niche like dogs, they've got the dog bandanas, they've got the little bone shaped name tags. If you're in the cooking niche, they have chopping boards, wood. They're like, I think it's burned. Randy would have to maybe clarify that, but it's not like, it's not printed on there. They have glassware. It's physically etched. Print on demand. They have, oh, I was on the tangent with the cooking. So they have aprons. They have all sorts of different tank tops and t-shirts and hoodies. I always have to yap about this. I'm obsessed with the baby bibs. The onesies, they're selling like crazy for me. And then the can koozies. They're like $3.50 for a can koozie. I am selling them, let me see here, $10 plus shipping, I believe, in my Amazon Seller Central account, which I'll mention that too in a second. So other than, yeah, there's a $10 a month rate, but like, you show me which multiple income stream you can set up for freaking $10. Almost none. So you already have your Merch by Amazon stuff. Like, get going over on Etsy. At D4D, we actually hold your hand. We have you can catch our master training replay. Just hit us up at designfordollars.com. It's right under training. It's called Easy Etsy. We literally hold your hand and walk you through like opening an Etsy account, opening a print tech account, putting stuff in there, and you leave with a functioning store. And then you just go off on your merry way and make some product choices and some cool designs. Besides that, of course, on Etsy, you do have to pay their fees on their marketplace to list, which is 20 cents for freaking 4 months. Not a big deal. And again, that's a very little investment to start a whole entirely new multiple income stream. Now, the other thing that's amazing about it, like I can't say enough, obviously, the ability to offer personalization on top of your print-on-demand design. And what I mean by that is, let's say you have a t-shirt that has a really cool design on it about graduation, right? And you're sick of changing the year every time, or you want to offer your customers the experience where they could put the graduate's name on it. Then what happens is you could charge more for the product, because not only is it a customized product because it's being printed through your production partner, but now you're also adding that feature where they can personalize it. It adds more perceived value. There's nothing we have to do differently on the end, on our end, other than enable that feature, and it's all automated. And you know what? I can't get enough of stuff with my kid's name on it or my own name on it, especially because my name was odd for a very long time. And my daughter's name, you don't see it at a theme park typically on the hairbrushes on the little thing, right? So it's so cool when I see the possibility that I can add my daughter's name or a year, and I make that emotional connection with that object, that product. And so you guys can offer that for your customers too. Now, here comes the power of this, right? So you start on Etsy, you're getting it going over there, your sales are popping, you're more than justifying the $10 a month integration. What's cool is within Print Tech, because it houses your design choices, your template, like let's say, you know, you're just selling the crap out of a certain t-shirt over on Etsy. You're like, man, I need to get this everywhere. Well, so what you can do is go back in there and set up 2 other integrations, and they're automated. So the next one that makes the most sense is Amazon Seller Central. People get a little scared about the Amazon Seller Central integration just because it's like, whoo, okay, I'm moving over into like the Amazon Seller Central world. It is not a big deal at all. It's something, of course, I can help you with. But Printac and Randy Park have simplified that process so seamlessly, it is mind-blowing. I know what it takes to create a brand new listing on Amazon Seller Central, and it takes a lot. And so what happens is when you already have your designs on Etsy and you set up your Amazon Seller Central integration, it is one additional button. It's an Amazon Seller Central button. So you go back into your product choices and now, boop, send it over to Amazon Seller Central. You could leave it as is over on Amazon Seller Central, which of course I have done, the massive and imperfect action queen. I've just been pushing stuff over there like crazy because my titles and my key product features and descriptions are written up in the templates. But then what you can do is go into your Amazon Seller Central account and you can tinker behind the scenes with adding up a bunch of other images and mock-ups and making these beautiful descriptions that are SEO friendly. You can go on the back end and add in keywords to drive additional traffic. Like, it's crazy what you can do. And that's just another integration too. You don't pay anything until the person orders from you. And then you pay for the product, and all of the pricing is right there within Printac. And I kid you not, because I'm from the Amazon FBA world and the pod world, I love Randy and Printac's price points. It's crazy. I'm more than doubling on some of the products, and I'm charging shipping too, because there's so much value in having unique products, having that Amazon personalization piece, and having cool products finally leaves me with freaking foam poppers. So Randy shared that he's going to have a webinar soon, and as soon as I get back from Seattle, we're going to have another one with the D4D fam at Design for Dollars. And so here are the pop sockets that he actually joined Chris Green and I in Chicago, and so I got to have my hands on these. And those of you that were in Chicago with us got to actually see these too. So these are just temporary ones so that I can show you how they're set up. But they are $7.95 shipped, I believe is the price point. Double check with Randy or if someone wants to chime in. But either way, the price point is way below what they are on Amazon, besides the fact that now we're about to go blow up Etsy and Amazon Seller Central and our Shopify stores with phone poppers that are our own brands and our own niches. Like, think about the power too of like, well, hello, right? Campaigning, being able to go offer this to a business. If like local merch is your thing, set up a Shopify store and start going around, to your local businesses, get a PNG file, set up an account with Printac, and even like order a wholesale, like go to these vendor events or craft fairs, like go to schools. Like, there's just so many cool things you can do. So let me show you. I believe he's got white bases as well as black bases. And then on the top of this, they're secured down. This is just a sample so that I could show you. This is the metal disc, okay? And so it will be secured to the top of it, and they are sublimated. All right, so, hi, sorry about that. And you can see how much you can actually fit on there. Let me show you. Like, here's the one from Printac. Here's the licensed one that they have. So, and then, so here's what's neat. Let's say you want to print one like, oh, this is the one. Duh. Now, this has a lot of stuff on it, but you can still read it, and you could obviously shorten it up a bit. But this is one that's actually got the customization and the personalization on it. So it says, "My favorite people call me Ma," and then it has all the family's names on there. So they were able to add that. Like, how cool is that, right? There's so many different things. Like, you could have like a girls trip, or everybody has the same one and they're going to, I don't know, on a bachelorette trip. Like, it's just incredible. So to my knowledge, I have not seen these anywhere. These phone poppers, they function like a pop socket. Don't make the mistake of going to list these and use the word pop socket. It is a trademarked item. But these still serve the same purpose, just like you see in some other marketplaces like brick and mortar retail. And look, this is amazing, and it's amazing for my niche, man, the extreme motorsports niche. I'm gonna go crazy making these and selling these. And I want to do the black ones with the black base. And then you can print whatever color in the background, as you can see. So I'll print mine, like my store, I do a lot of black and white. So black background with white printing. All right, let's see here. What else do we want to talk about? I guess that's it, guys. I have a crazy schedule, so I need to get going here on this appointment. I'm looking down at my dry erase board to the left of me. So again, you got any questions at all, I'm going to take off in a few hours here, and I will be on Merch Money tonight. And if you have an appointment with me, I'll be at the appointment. We got that still. But Merch Money at 8 p.m. on 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Join us. And then here, come here, honey. Want to say hi? Come here. Come to Mama. Come on. The dog wants to say hi. Come here. Psych, she's not coming up. So catch us on Merch Money. If you have any questions about print tech or anything, you can hit me up on Messenger if you want, or at briannamoller@gmail.com. Other than that, man, I'm just excited. So I will keep you guys posted and let you know as much information as I can, when I can, and I'll check in with you probably a little bit later. So enjoy the rest of your guys' Monday. Go out and kill it. See ya.